Hello, I'm Andrew Yang, and I'm running for president as a Democrat in 2020. One of the central elements of my campaign is the freedom dividend, where every American receives $1,000 a month, free and clear, paid for by a new tax on the companies that are benefiting most from new technology.
Yo, what's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy Akeem, and I'm back. Somebody in the comment section said that we needed more black people to make videos about Andrew Yang. So I said, you know what? I'm about to make some videos about Andrew Yang. Today, I got my girlfriend with me. Her name is Edith.
Hello.
She looks so good. That's my baby. Anyways, guys, we want to talk about Andrew Yang's UBI, which stands for Universal Basic Income. That's correct. People also call it the Freedom Dividend, and we're just gonna, have a little light conversation about it. So let's hop into it.
So because I don't know too much about the Freedom Dividend, can you explain to me and everyone out there exactly what it is?
Okay, so put me on the spot. So the Universal Basic Income is where Andrew Yang wants to give every U.S. citizen after the age of 18 $1,000 a month until they die. And actually, if you have more people living in the same house, you can stack that. So what would turn from like $12,000 a year from, let's say, like a mom, if there's a dad in that house too, it'll turn to $24,000 a month.
Right.
And that's pretty good money to be stacked on top of like what you're already making.
Where is this money coming from?
So the money is coming from technology, among like other things. I would say that, look up some Andrew Yang UBI like videos of like him actually explaining it. But
put some links at the bottom?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some links at the bottom because he can explain it better than me. But what I can tell you is that he says that what oil is to Alaska, technology is like to us. He always talks about how like Facebook, Amazon, they sell our data, but we don't get data checks. You know that, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, every time I'm talking about something, it pops up on my Facebook or on my Instagram, and I'd be like, "Damn."
Exactly. And like, yeah, that's actually weird.
Right.
You guys ever like talked about something like, man, I'm thinking about like getting this new like,
and then next thing you know, I have
let's say cell phone or something. Yeah, next thing you know, you got like advertisements popping up. So
our phones are listening to us.
There are phones are listening to us. They're selling our data, and the thing about it is like we don't see anything from that. So I know that some of the money will come from that, and some of the money will also come from like automation. He talks about like and you can see it, like manufacturing jobs are being taken over by robots. Now, I used to work in a manufacturing plant when I lived in South Carolina, and I've actually worked in multiple. And a lot of those positions were taken from robots. Robots took those positions, and I like actually seen it happen.
So now these people are off the production line.
Right, and this happened years ago now. Another thing,
so
that's my country accent. Another thing that robots are taking over is transportation. Like with truck drivers are going to lose their jobs within the years to come because these self-driving cars are going to take over these jobs.
Okay, so how does this freedom dividend, how would it affect these positions? Since we're talking about technology.
So what Andrew Yang says is, he's just like this $1,000 a month is just laying like a foundation. Of course there's like other problems to be solved in the world, but this is just a universal basic income, like giving us $1,000 a month to help us because technology is taking over. So like if you're working at a retail job and they bring in all these robots and they say like, hey guys, we got to get rid of some jobs because, whatever they tell you guys, they're probably not going to tell you straight up. They're just going to like lay some people off. Then, oh my God, you're out of a job. So what now? You're not making any income. You're struggling to find a job. So if you had this $1,000 a month in your pocket, you would be okay until you found your next job. And the thing I like about it, and I'm going to let you speak real quick, is that it's not enough to put somebody completely out of a job, but it's enough to keep, food on your table, have something to drink, just to keep you afloat.
So what I want to know is, okay, for example, you mentioned someone getting laid off from their job. Will that universal basic income, will it affect their unemployment? Or will they be able to receive unemployment while getting the universal basic income? Is that an option?
You know what? That's actually a good question. I do not know that. I'll be completely honest. But what I do know is that some benefits will be able to be stacked on top of each other, but some you will have to cancel out to get the universal basic income. Now listen to this. So let's say you get food stamps and some other type of government assistance, and let's say that it only equals to be like $500 a month. What Andrew Yang is saying that, oh, you're getting $500 a month for food stamps and whatever these other benefits are, you could cancel that out and get $1,000 a month. No questions asked. I don't know if you knew that. You could spend it exactly how you want. And I'm pretty sure everyone will be raising their hand like, oh, you know what? I don't want that $500. I'll just take this entire $1,000 and get an extra $500. So some benefits people will be able to keep, but then some...
So to be clear, you're saying like if a household maybe of like 6 people, they are getting food stamps, let's just say $300 for the month. Does that mean that they'll get the $300 plus each person in the household?
I don't think it's food stamps.
Or whatever it is. I'm just using it as an example.
It just depends on what it is.
But let me finish. Will they get that money on top of also each individual in the household that's 18 years and older? Would they get, like, let's just say there's 3 people in this household, I can't speak today, that are 18 years and up? Does that mean that they get the $3,000 plus that money for benefits?
Yeah, they get whichever. Like I said, I don't know exactly which benefits it is that people are able to keep. I would imagine it's like.
But you're saying is that you can stack it.
Depending on what type of benefit it is. Every benefit you won't be able to stack, but some you will be able to. And most of the time, whatever you're making over here, this $1,000 is going to be more than that anyway. Just really quick, I just want to talk about certain things that I think UBI will help. I think it'll help crime rates lower.
Yeah.
I think it'll help crime rates lower. I actually seen a guy in a Smart and Final the other day stealing some food. And in my head, I thought about this. I was like, man, if that guy would have had $1,000 a month, he wouldn't have been in that Smart and Final trying to steal, food. We have people out here stealing food because they don't have enough money to eat. So that's another thing. I also think it'll help, households as far as like raising kids. I think it'll help kids actually have like brighter futures and things like that.
Because then there'll be some parents that have more time for their kids. Maybe they don't have to work overtime anymore. They'll be home. They'll be able to go to their games, what have you.
Right. So, like I said, I think this UBI is a great idea. I'm all for it. Like I said, I know technology is coming.
Sorry, guys. We had technical difficulties. But we're back. We're back.
What I was about to say is that I think that having a UBI will lower crime rates, people stealing, things of that sort. I was actually at the Smart and Final not too long ago, and I seen a guy walking in there stealing food. And I said to myself, I was like, if this guy had $1,000 a month, instead of stealing food, he would go in there and he would purchase food. That's what I said to myself, and that's another reason why I think this is great. But I wanted to ask you something. Did you know this? Did you guys know that they have robots that build houses now? Did you know that?
No.
They have actual huge robots that can build a house within like 12 to 24 hours, depending on like what type of house you want.
How much does this cost?
I was looking at some of the videos, and the guy was saying that these houses start at like $4,000 to build. $4,000 to $5,000 to build a house.
So what are you getting at?
Technology is also about to take houses. Building houses. Like people, sooner or later, people aren't going to be even building houses anymore.
So you're saying
a robot is going to be building houses.
But you're saying the unemployment rate is about to skyrocket, and this is why we need the freedom dividend.
That's exactly why I'm saying that. I think that we need our fair share and cut and slice of what Andrew Yang says. Every Amazon sale, every Google, search or
I just ordered so many things from Amazon
just
over
order
the
off
last
Amazon.
2 days.
Yeah, like people don't even want to go to stores anymore because of like Amazon has every single thing you can think of. It's so crazy how they have like all this shit in their warehouse, right?
I mean, I like it. I mean, there's probably many people that don't like it, but it makes my life so much easier because I'm a busy individual, and I mean, I don't have time to go to the store.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I mean, I could just be so sporadic. I'm in bed, or I'm in, I don't know, sitting in my car, and I think about an item that I need, and I just go in and I purchase it.
Right. So,
But with that being said, I've noticed that I'll pass up on like going to the grocery store, and I'll notice I'm passing up on going to Target or going to Costco because now I can get bulk orders from Amazon. So with technology thriving the way that it is, that does mean less jobs. That does mean that people are not really going to have anything to do because the jobs that cannot be taken, a lot of these people, taken away, a lot of these people don't have those skills to fill those roles. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, the average American is probably working like in a retail store, in a grocery store, driving trucks. Mm-hmm. And these jobs are going to be extinct.
Yeah. All McDonald's have the kiosks
years.
now.
Yeah.
Every McDonald's. Hell, I even go up to the kiosk sometimes,
You don't go to McDonald's.
Well, I have been to McDonald's. I like McDonald's French fries. So I will go to McDonald's and get French fries. And if I go, I will like use the kiosk to just like order real quick.
Well, and even when we go to the grocery store, he doesn't even want to go to the checkout.
Because it takes so long. But we don't really get a lot of groceries anyway, though. We just get like our little things. We have our little stuff that we like and we get it. But back to the universal basic income. What are your overall thoughts on it, though?
I feel like there's a lot of pros. I also feel like there are some cons because, I like to weigh both options. Yeah, something that can do a lot of good. It could potentially do a lot of bad as well. And the reason why I say that is because people, they have bad behaviors. So take, for example, the person who is an alcoholic or the person who is into doing drugs and like that's their thing.
But I want to fight that because
you keep Kanye Westing me.
But those same people.
Listen to me.
Okay. Go ahead.
Listen to me. Those people, what if they go and feed their addiction even more? Because they have more money now to do so. The positive out of that is that now they're spending more money and these companies can maybe hire more people to come work in their factories. So yeah, even putting money back into the economy, great, of course.
Trickle up economy.
But with that being said, like these individuals, and I'm just going out on a limb and putting out all of the stuff that could potentially happen. That can happen in the world where people are like, oh damn, I got a rack. Let me go party. Let me go buy some bottles. Let me go buy some more marijuana. Let me go purchase some drugs from a drug dealer.
People doing that now.
They are. But what I want to get to is this.
Let's talk about the positive.
I'm going to, but I am very detailed.
Okay.
And I look at both sides of the story. I'm not.
You're
just
playing devil's advocate right now.
Right. I'm not just gonna look at all of the positive because I know a lot of positive can come from this, of course.
Well, let's hear some positive stuff. Because I'm Yang Gang. All this negative stuff you talking about, I'm just like, I'm about to fall asleep over here.
It's not negative.
Let's talk about the positive.
It's realistic. It's realistic.
Let's talk about the positive.
Because you know what, babe? Not everyone has your mindset, and not everyone has my mindset. And people are gonna do what they're gonna do
They are.
at the end of the day.
But can we talk
and that's
about
their
positive?
business. So like the positive thing about this is, personally, I would strive to create a business.
Okay.
Like I already have my full-time job, but of course I have other aspirations of things that.
Sorry, guys. I got to clear my memory card because I'm running out of memory. But we're going to wrap this thing up. But what she was saying is she was just talking about the positives of the UBI. And what are some of the positives about having the UBI?
Personally, I would start a business, employ more people. I would do good in the world. I would put money out there. Like, for example, I don't really need an extra $1,000 a month. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could use it, but I don't necessarily need it to continue living. So, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll start donating more just because I could. Maybe I'll help children in need. But that's just me. That's just my positive. People have their own other positives that they could do. They could feed their family. They could not worry about rent every single month. They can not worry about their bills. These, like, upcoming expenses that happen. They can pay for them. So, I think it's great.
Yeah. So, with that being said, hey, universal basic income, I'm all for it. Yang gang, vote for Andrew Yang. Let's get it, man. You did good, babe.
Bye.
Peace out.